It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little extra. Uncensored, unedited, and almost uninterrupted. Get ready for the most extra podcast known to man. The Ace and TJ Show presents the Extra Funny Podcast.
So, we finished today's regular old morning show talking about the Loch Ness Monster, and Riggins brought us this information that there's a new team of experts that's going to be taking a bunch of people out to find the Loch Ness Monster in Scotland. And you don't have to be an expert to go. I wonder who's funding that. The people who pay to go, who aren't the experts?
Certainly sounds that way.
Yeah. So there's only supposed to be one Loch Ness Monster, right?
Yeah.
Is that the way it goes?
Yeah.
So it's one little small lake with one giant creature in it that nobody's been able to really find in all this time.
Yeah.
So how many big feet are there? You know, how many squatches are people finding out there?
There's more than one squatch, right?
I thought there was one Bigfoot. I thought Bigfoot was like the guy, like George Washington.
It was. It used to
Bigfoot was the guy. But then you started hearing about Sasquatches or Squatches, and I feel like, I don't know, is that the same thing?
See, I thought Bigfoot's proper name was Sasquatch. That was the scientific name for Bigfoot.
Okay.
Was a Sasquatch.
I thought that's what type of, like, what he was is a Sasquatch, but he is the one named Bigfoot. I thought that's what it was.
So there are multiple.
Like Bigfoot is the biggest. Like Bigfoot, there are numerous Sasquatch, but there's only one Bigfoot. That's the way I always understood it.
And they never die? Because you would think that by now they would have come across the bones of a Sasquatch somewhere in the woods, because they don't live in exotic places and all. They live in, would you say they're doing a big Sasquatch hunt in Virginia or somewhere?
I think that's where it was.
I know they have them in Louisiana. We grew up, surrounded by the Squatches.
This one was in Marion, North Carolina.
Yeah. See, so they're not in these exotic places. They're in regular, normal woods of the U.S. America.
Wouldn't by now, though, like Bigfoot be, he'd probably be dead, right?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. When it first started and they talked about the one Bigfoot, he would be dead by now,
right.
And we would have somebody would have run across his bones.
So now we're looking for Bigfoot Jr.
Well, we're looking for all kinds of big feats. Yeah. From what I understand, they got a whole TV show about it, and they show people in different states hunting squatches.
Yeah.
So there must be a whole species of these things now. Mm-hmm. Yet we don't have any clear killings of one. Like, you don't see them in popping up on the news, standing next to the dead squatch that they killed or one that they captured or something. There's never been a success rate of any of this.
Now, this article that I just pulled up says there's believed to be one Bigfoot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That it's a Sasquatch.
That's what I thought.
As far back as 1884 in the Northwest. This is a British colonist newspaper in Victoria, Canada, published an account of a gorilla-type creature captured in the area. Mm-hmm. And that since then, they've believed in Sasquatch. So that's 1884. I mean, that's, 150-something years ago?
So, yeah, that's what I was saying. The original, there was just one.
Right.
So why now are they going hunting in all these different places?
If you found one, it's like finding gold. If you find one nugget of gold, you're like, there might be more gold out here.
You know what? There are people who really believe, like, they're not just out, pretending to hunt Bigfoot and believe in it, to make a living or to play pranks on people and all that. There are sad people who really believe in it. Like, they think, I'm going out in these woods and I'm squatch hunting, and I know what they like to eat.
Yeah.
I know what they sound like.
I know the mating call.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
In South Louisiana, there's the Rougarou.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's a swamp monster.
Alexis was telling us about another, I forget what it was called, but they have their own version of the swamp monster.
Now, is
in El Salvador? You mean?
Yeah, I think
or
so.
in uptown Charlotte,
Boston.
What's the other the chupacabra?
Mm-hmm. That's like Mexico, I think.
Chupacabra.
But that's like a Sasquatch in Mexico, right? Is that what that is?
I think the chupacabra is more like a beast rather than like a man type thing.
Oh, Squatch as a beast.
Okay.
Let me see.
I don't remember much. I just remember the name. That's all I remember. And I thought, for some reason, I thought it was like the Mexican Sasquatch.
It says it's a reptile-like creature. Is what the chupacabra is supposed to be.
See, I look at people who believe in all this stuff in the same category as people who believe in psychics.
Just searching for some sort of purpose and meaning.
Right.
The one Alexis told us was La Ciguanaba.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's like,
was a beautiful girl with a fantastic smile. That's what she used to be. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out what she's supposed to look like now.
Yeah. But it's just people who latch on to stuff like that and want to believe in it, and they believe it so much that they spend their time trying to hunt it down or do something because they don't have any meaning in their lives or feel like they don't. And so they glom onto something. Their naivete allows them to fall for these types of pranks and scams and stuff like that.
Wouldn't it be cool though if there was something like if they captured a Sasquatch?
Yeah, of course.
You'd be like, damn, that's Bigfoot, man. That's cool.
We got him.
We got Bigfoot.
Ladies and
I mean, it's not. I know
got
Bigfoot's not real, but it'd be cool if it was.
But I mean, if they're, but to the people who really believe it, they think that they think for a minute that if there really were half ape, half man creatures out in the forests of the United States, that our military wouldn't go out there and deal with them and things like that. I mean, come on.
Yeah. They're trying to fill a Squatch-shaped hole in their heart.
La Ciguanaba is a shapeshifter, by the way.
Yeah. Yes. And even cooler, a shapeshifter. Hell yeah.
Is that like Randall on Monsters, Inc.?
No, he could go invisible, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He could go invisible.
Right. What was the movie? I'm sorry. Was there a movie Harry and the Hendersons?
Harry and the Hendersons.
Was that a Bigfoot?
I think it was Sasquatch, right?
Yeah,
John Lithgow. Okay.
Yeah,
I love that.
He was a Squatch.
He wasn't the Bigfoot, I don't think.
Harry.
He was a Bigfoot, not the Bigfoot.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how I remember it anyway.
It's like being a Dracula.
Did he talk?
No,
I think he just grunted, right?
Yeah.
They love jerky, though. We've learned that about them. They love beef jerky.
Yeah.
Who doesn't? I don't really like it, but
Man, but I think that one of the episodes of those Squatch hunters, or maybe it's one of the regular ones that they follow on there from Louisiana. I know one of the moonshiners that I saw one time on that show was from Manny, Louisiana.
Sasquatch in Louisiana. Oh, is there? Oh, hell. Is there really a Honey Island swamp monster? Louisiana's Bigfoot.
Honey Island.
Of course there is.
Kind of stupid question was
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. Curious Louisiana answers. And, of course, they show a picture of a swamp. A long simmering proposal to dam the Pearl River near Jackson, Mississippi has prompted concerns in southeast Louisiana about how such a project would impact the Honey Island swamp monster.
I wonder how many women I made mad a minute ago when I said that I equate people who believe in Sasquatch to people who believe in psychics.
Oh, a bunch.
Is that more women?
Oh, yeah. More women believe in reaching out to psychics and stuff.
Why is that?
Why do you think?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
But the Squatch stuff seems almost exclusively male.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Squatch hunters or whatever it was called. I feel like it's a lot of dudes.
Mm-hmm. And how many people were in that? How many men are in that ghost hunting group of your sisters, Ace, the Bayou Ghost Hunters? Or whatever
I don't know, and I need to find out. I get the details of how that all works.
I think meaningful meeting this week needs to be just getting all the details from your sister of all this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, meaningful meeting from beyond.
Now, I didn't know this. I didn't realize, TJ, that the Rougarou has the head of a werewolf and the body of a man. I thought it was just like a full more like a werewolf body or a Sasquatch kind of
No,
thing.
it's a cross, but it's like if a werewolf man made a baby with a regular woman.
Yeah. It preys,
human woman.
My goodness.
yeah, that creature, the Rougarou, is said to prey on misbehaving children.
Yeah.
And dates back to medieval France.
Is that how they get kids to behave?
Yeah.
Yeah, you better behave or the Rougarou gonna get you. Yeah, I mean that was all. You say that all the time to children when we were growing up. If you don't start acting right, I'm telling you that Rougarou's gonna get you. We didn't say Rougarou, and my parents never did that to me. But I remember one time, my friends, the Durbins that lived in my neighborhood, they told a baby in their family that if he went, he wanted to go back outside and play, and they said, "You already had your bath. You're not going outside. If you go out there, the police is gonna get you." Like making them afraid of the police.
Oh, when I was
Police
kid,
are gonna get you out there.
when I was a kid, they often weaponized the police against me to get me to be good.
Mm-hmm.
You trying to get me pulled over? That's what I used to hear.
They were going to have you arrested if you weren't.
well,
If you didn't act right?
Yeah, essentially.
And I think in South Louisiana they use that because when a kid's misbehaving, they're usually running around out doing stuff, that the parents don't know where they are or something because they're out playing in the woods or the swamp or whatever. And no, I'm gonna go back out there. I want to go fishing some more. The Rougarou will get you. Because that's where the Rougarou lives, is in the swamp. I love that name.
The Rougarou?
Mm-hmm. And
Is it spelled R-O-U-X?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Hang on, they spelled it here. It is spelled Rougarou. The Rougarou.
And my little friend Jenny's one of her dogs' names is Ruger, and I call him Rougarou. And she said if she's listening to the show or playing it in the house while we're, on YouTubes or whatever, and we, like one day I said something about that Rougarou, that he perked up like, where's that coming from?
Oh, I Googled it and I found out it's also known as the Lougarou, L-O-U-P Guru. I've heard of that before. That's like a werewolf, like a named werewolf, like a Dracula.
Yeah, but it ain't Louisiana.
No, not
Louisiana
the
is the Rougarou.
So
where that Rougarou? That Rougarou gonna get you out there.
There's a thing here that says Rougarou, real pictures.
Oh, good.
Whoa! And I can tell you, these are not real pictures.
What?
All right, so.
And the Rougarou is frightening, though. I
Yeah.
mean, that would scare the crap out of a kid.
More so than growing up in South Louisiana in general.
It's compounded. You got to do that and deal with the Rougarou.
Uh-huh.
The Rougarou, the beast of the bayou.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's scary, man.
There any like songs about the Lougarou? Because I mean, with the bayou and Rougarou, there's got to be some rhymes in there.
Sure, there's some. But we didn't deal with the Rougarou in North Louisiana. We didn't have these kinds of swamps.
We just had devil worshippers.
Yeah, we had the
Watch out for
devil.
devil worshippers.
That's what they would say to us as kids. The devil worshippers gonna get you.
Y'all can go out there and mess around. Them devil worshippers are going to get y'all.
You're gonna be put in a cult.
Really? They have devil worship? We got to go see these people. We had motor. Devil worshippers are.
Then it was called Camp Deadingston.
Yeah, that was an abandoned army camp, and then they still had like on the roads and all. You'd ride through out there, and pentagrams painted on the road and everything. It's like, oh man,
Mm-hmm.
Satan.
Yeah,
I bet they're out here.
Don't mess with them devil worshippers.
And we'd go camping in the middle of the night and ride out there. Had no business being that far away from home, but riding around there at midnight, looking to see if we ran into devil worshippers.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't.
Thank God. That would
Yeah,
be
thank
terrifying.
God. Thank God we didn't. Yeah.
More than just regular funny. This is extra funny. There's more of Ace and TJ's Extra Funny podcast next.
Coming up at 11 on Ace TJ TV. It's TJ and Jody's house. More of the Extra Funny podcast is coming up on Ace TJ TV.
Hi, I'm Thomas Davis, and let me tell you why I'm a proud member of Team Neogenics.
If your nagging pain is keeping you from being active, do something about it. Join the long list of pros and average Joes who have found relief with our stem cell and regenerative therapies.
After trying all the others, I decided to try Neogenics. My knees and shoulders haven't felt this good since my college days. If you want to get back in the game, do what I did. Visit Neogenics, where all you have to lose is pain.
Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back.
Every program from the Ace and TJ Empire is created in the Calitrin Studios. You want help losing weight? Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you do just that. Go to acetj.com/weight loss and order today.
Lift!
You've heard of our all-star delivery team.
All 5 stars, every customer, every time.
But until now, you had no idea the rigorous training it takes to have the best delivery team in the business.
That's it. Pivot. Pivot.
Save big on these Adirondack chairs and have them delivered by the best in the biz. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
So proud of him.
Sounds like a sweet delivery to me.
It's more than just a great room that makes the HYATT CENTRIC SOUTHPARK Charlotte such a special hotel. It's the great restaurants, the great bar, the great meeting rooms, and a superior location. Make reservations and get details at acetj.com/HYATT.
Hey, it's Ace. I got a little project going here in my backyard. You'll see down there, that's a putting green. Going to be some beautiful Bermuda grass around it, all to get ready for the Ace and TJ golf tournament to benefit Peyton's Promise. Yes, we're throwing a golf tournament Monday, November 13th. It's going to be at North Stone Country Club, and we want you to be a part of it. We want your company to be a sponsor. We want you to get some buddies together and come out and play and help us raise money for Peyton's Promise. That's how we do things like breaking and entering Christmas and so much more, especially work for kids throughout the area. So get the details at acetj.com/golf. That's acetj.com/golf to be a part of our Ace and TJ's golf tournament Monday, November 13th at North Stone Country Club. Now the truth, this isn't my house, and I'm just out here working, helping these people build this thing. So I got to go change shirts now, okay?
When it comes to buying or selling a house, you know, there are all kinds of people that can help you do that, but not like the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. They are so much more than just real estate salespeople. Find out by going to acetj.com/Temple team.
More than just a little funny. This is extra funny. This is the Ace and TJ Show's Extra Funny Podcast.
Yep. You're right. So there's an article in the New York Post. The headline reads, "I'm a real-life, quote-unquote, pretty woman. Men take me shopping and spend thousands."
Okay.
So looking down at this, into the story, there is an adult content creator, meaning this is a sex performer by trade, right? An adult content creator. Her name is Chloe Amore. And she's 32. She said male admirers treat her to designer shopping sprees, but admits she's judged by jealous retail assistants, just like in the movie Pretty Woman, Julia Roberts.
Whoa.
So she talks about how, I guess, these guys find her online and then they want to take her shopping. And she said a lot of it's for the, full experience, to go on a date. They go to these, high-end boutiques and they're rich and they buy her clothes. She goes, it's not always about the sex. It's about other things. So it's kind of like she's talking about being a prostitute, but, she'll say a lot of times it's not about the sex. Like this old guy had some sort of a shoe fetish, and he would just want to pick her up and take her and buy her the most expensive shoes and do all of this stuff. But he didn't want to have the sex with her. Now, this is actually going and physically picking her up and taking her out to these expensive stores where she gets all these designer clothes and everything. She said one guy spent like $70,000 on her.
70?
Yeah. High-end bags and shoes and clothes and all of that stuff. So at first I thought maybe this is one of those where the quote-unquote adult content creator has a Cash App or buy me a gift or my, what do they call it, my wish list or something like that. And I always think about the guys who do that, who give them money or buy them something on their wish list or send them the money for it or whatever, however that works. And how a wife would react if she found out that her husband was buying gifts for some online sex performer.
Can you imagine? And she would be completely justified.
Sure. But yeah, if if a guy is watching a certain amateur performer or whatever, and then giving her money, and the wife finds out about it,
oh man,
you're dead.
Yeah.
And what is the husband going to say as an excuse right off the bat? I'm guessing. Well, if I went to a strip club, I'd be spending. If I went to a strip club with my friends, which you're not against that.
Yeah.
I'd spend a couple $100.
It was 70,000.
Or even if a wife is looking and then you say, well, he spent $50 on what? And then she looks at it and goes, he gave $50 to a sex, online sex person.
It's not going to go well.
No, can you? No more than it would go well if a husband found out his wife was sitting at home watching male online sex performers, and buying him something from his wish list. Like he wanted a leather jacket. You bought him a leather jacket. Oh man. Because he would show you more or do more for the camera if you gave him a gift.
That's even worse, it seems. Who the hell's Randall?
Man.
Who's Raymond Randall?
I just don't see that happening.
Rob, what would Meredith do?
I'm sorry, I was writing something up. What was the question?
If Meredith was, say y'all had the same, you had the same money, joint account or whatever, and she's going through the bills and sees that you have given $50 to an online sex performer. Like you did something, bought her something from her wish list or something.
She would be livid.
Yeah.
No, I think most women would.
Sure.
Yeah, and they're not wrong.
No, not at all.
That's when you got to say
It's
something like,
understandable.
"Hey, first off, you need to calm down."
Yeah.
Oh, that works.
So quickly, has anybody experienced that? Send us a DM if you've experienced that, where your husband was giving money to an online sex person. An adult content creator, he's buying something on her wish list, like he bought her a pair of shoes, or he gave her $100 in her Cash App or something.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. So you're saying more than just subscribing to like an OnlyFans. You're talking about going above and beyond. Like once he's subscribed, then he's kicking in like, hey, I'll just donate $100 this month to help you out.
Did you buy that slut a Rubik's Cube? No. Liar.
God, I can't even imagine.
No.
The hell that would bring. No. First of all, I can't imagine. I don't get it when guys do that. When they buy them stuff. I don't get that.
I get it because I think
what?
I think they think they're going to get some type of favor.
Oh.
It's no different than guys spending a boatload of cash at a strip club because they think the stripper likes them.
Yes,
Stripper never likes you. The stripper never likes you. Stripper's never going to date you, and the women online, whatever, don't care anything about you.
There was a guy about a week ago. There was this video floating around of this young guy. I mean, in early 20s, in the parking lot of a mall, and his friend was recording him. He was on his knees outside his car, and this woman with her breasts out and like a dominatrix style like boot on walks up and kicks him so hard in the groin. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it. It's wild.
And then after that, another woman comes up after he like recovers and sits back up on his knees. The second one walks up and drills him just as hard. And you go like, what? You paid to be humiliated like in a public setting just to get kicked so hard in the groin? I mean, you can't. It's hard to. You're trying to make sense out of something that doesn't make any sense.
Needs to go to the hospital.
He needs help.
Well, does the guy that spends $70,000 on shoes where you don't have sex? I almost kind of understand the old guy more. He's lonely. He's like, that's what it's going to cost me, $70,000.
Yeah.
But the 20-year-old kid that just wants to get kicked in the nuts, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, something is off there to want to hurt yourself in that way, or to have others hurt you in that way.
People ain't well.
No. No shame.
No.
And he's in a public.
He's in like the mall, the mall at night.
What's the other guy doing, just sitting there filming it?
I don't know.
Because he may have wanted him to do that. It was his friend, right?
I guess.
Yeah, he probably said, "I want to have footage of them kicking me."
Yeah, but if you said, like TJ, if you said, "Hey, ride with me over to the Target parking lot. This woman's going to kick me in the crotch."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
I don't think I'm going to do that.
What?
Why not? You're not a good friend.
Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't participate in that. No. But I mean, people are crazy.
Yeah.
When it comes to this kind of stuff. But yeah, you're right. The old guy, he's in his 70s, and let's the benefit of the doubt say he's not married. Maybe he's divorced or widowed or whatever. And then she does describe it like he looks at it like a date, and he's got that kind of money. But I don't think he spent the $70,000 all at one time on her.
But 70,000.
But I think the article said he had spent in their time together about $70,000 on her.
Oh my God.
I mean, he could have bought him a sports car or something fun.
Yeah.
He may have all that.
Could have gone on a trip somewhere cool you want to go with.
Don't feel that whore-shaped hole in your heart. All the money in the world.
Neogenics presents the Extra Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ Show. Click on acetj.com/neogenics. More Extra Funny next.
Coming up at 11 on Ace TJ TV. It's TJ and Jody's house. More of the Extra Funny Podcast is coming up on Ace TJ TV.
Hi, I'm Thomas Davis, and let me tell you why I'm a proud member of Team Neogenics.
If your nagging pain is keeping you from being active, do something about it. Join the long list of pros and average Joes who have found relief with our stem cell and regenerative therapies.
After trying out the others, I decided to try Neogenics. My knees and shoulders haven't felt this good since my college days. If you want to get back in the game, do what I did. Visit Neogenics, where all you have to lose is pain.
Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back.
Every program from the Ace and TJ Empire is created in the Calitrin Studios. You want help losing weight? Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you do just that. Go to acetj.com/weight loss and order today.
Lift!
You've heard of our all-star delivery team.
All 5 stars, every customer, every time.
But until now, you had no idea the rigorous training it takes to have the best delivery team in business.
That's it. Pivot. Pivot.
Save big on these Adirondack chairs and have them delivered by the best in the biz. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
So proud of him.
Sounds like a sweet delivery to me.
It's more than just a great room that makes the HYATT CENTRIC SOUTHPARK Charlotte such a special hotel. It's the great restaurants, the great bar, the great meeting rooms, and a superior location. Make reservations and get details at acetj.com/HYATT.
Hey, it's Ace. I got a little project going here in my backyard. You'll see down there, that's a putting green. Going to be some beautiful Bermuda grass around it, all to get ready for the Ace and TJ golf tournament to benefit Peyton's Promise. Yes, we're throwing a golf tournament Monday November 13th. It's going to be at North Stone Country Club, and we want you to be a part of it. We want your company to be a sponsor. We want you to get some buddies together and come out and play and help us raise money for Peyton's Promise. That's how we do things like breaking and entering Christmas and so much more, especially work for kids throughout the area. So get the details at acetj.com/golf. That's acetj.com/golf to be a part of our Ace and TJ's golf tournament Monday, November 13th at North Stone Country Club. Now the truth, this isn't my house, and I'm just out here working, helping these people build this thing. So I got to go change shirts now, okay?
When it comes to buying or selling a house, you know, there are all kinds of people that can help you do that, but not like the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. They are so much more than just real estate salespeople. Find out by going to acetj.com/Temple team.
Funny podcast presented by Neogenics. Find out more at acetj.com/Neogenics. Now, Ace and TJ.
Was it this past weekend where they had the pillow fighting championships on ESPN?
What? It's part of the Ocho on Friday?
No, this was on ESPN too.
Oh.
I heard they were having the pillow fighting championships. I've never watched any of that, but they say that it can get brutal. I mean, they really. I mean, it's not your your average sorority girl pillow fight.
Really?
I mean, these people are out in the middle of a ring, and their pillows have handles on them. So,
yeah,
what?
I
think
mean,
it
you
was
can grab
handle.
a handle and just tear somebody's ass up with a pillow.
Is the idea to knock the other person out?
Yeah.
Wow,
It's wild.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, over the weekend, Friday and Saturday morning, I guess, ESPN2 became ESPN Ocho. And the competition did air. Multiple athletes fighting with pillows while dodging each other's attacks.
Damn.
Why did it become ESPN Ocho? Why didn't it just...
Spanish for pillow.
Yeah.
I think
No, they just had fun with it.
they're probably just trying to distance like the real sports channel of ESPN2
Yeah.
from these.
Because of
silly games.
dodgeball, once a year they rename. They had that. I saw they had Friday afternoon because I didn't know what was going on. They had soccer, but it's played on a circular field with 3 goals.
What?
And it was wild because it's just constant. The ball's bouncing all over the place. I was like, "What is this?" And then I realized it said ESPN The Ocho in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen.
Yeah.
So they do that once a year. They change it. They've been doing it for years because of dodgeball, and they showed just a bunch of weird sports like pillow fighting. I think that's where they first began airing cornhole.
Yeah. Cornhole's on for like 3 hours
Yeah.
some days.
Oh my
It's like,
God.
gosh.
Yeah, I was watching the junior cornhole championships the other day, yeah. It's pretty cool.
Sure it is.
I like it.
I want to see somebody get knocked out with a pillow, though. That's crazy.
Hang on, let's see.
Are they stuffed with cotton like regular pillows?
Mm-hmm.
Man.
You hit them with a feather pillow, get a poke in the eye.
Yeah.
And I think some of them dress up in costumes, like wrestlers and stuff.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Yeah, now these are they're like boxing matches.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 2 guys head to head in a ring. Yeah, and one of these dudes just got tattooed with a pillow.
Do they show the slap fights too?
Oh, I hate that. I hate those slap fight things.
Well, I don't know.
That's
Some of those
dumb.
are pretty entertaining.
They've got
Well,
slap
they
fights.
is it but the ones that are just stand there and take turns slapping each other, or the ones where they're actually boxing, just slapping each other?
No, I like where they stand at a podium and everyone's and only the ones that are like the dude gets really, really, really rocked by one.
Nah, see, I don't.
The other new
like
thing,
that.
have you seen it where the women wear maybe Riggins showed them to us in here, where the women wear the thongs, they stand in the ring and they slap each other on the butt until they quit or something? It's very, very odd.
And they all look like Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
Those are some tough looking chicks.
That's not what you want to hear
So
about
they
your
just-
lady.
They just slap each other on the ass
Yeah.
until one of them quits, or do they?
I think
they get a certain number of hits and then they're judged on them.
I don't remember. But they did it in like an octagon.
Oh, I'm telling you, what has the world come to? I mean, good Lord.
I don't know.
Yeah, because they have the female versions of the slap fights too, and I definitely don't want to see that.
Yeah, and how do you train for the slapping another woman on the ass competition?
I don't know.
And who came up with
weird.
that?
Somebody who's a deviant.
I wonder after the first couple it gets numb.
Yeah, that's what I would
Yeah, I
imagine.
wonder. Hang on a second. How would you even look that up?
Very
What would
carefully.
that be?
Very, very carefully.
I'm on YouTube now. What would it be like? Thong?
Women's ass slapping championship.
Clapping cheeks.
Yeah, clapping cheeks. Search that up.
Spanking champions.
He's just like, how would I even find women slapping each other's asses on the internet? Like, he doesn't know.
He's trying to get his search engine to work for him.
Specifically?
If you say it enough times at your phone, you'll get ads for it.
You're not fooling me.
Yeah, so here they are. Now, this they're not doing in a ring. That looks more like an exhibition.
Oh.
And they're in heels.
Look how red her butt is.
Oh.
Dumb.
Ouch.
It's very weird.
Isn't that a country phrase? Red-ashed or something like that?
Yeah. Fell out
Yeah,
with a case
fell
of
out.
reds.
You fell out with a case of the red ice. You about to give me the red ice. Boy, he come in here and he had a case of the red ice like I ain't seen.
What does that mean?
Means you're just mad.
Oh, you're mad. Okay.
So instead of red faced, you're red assed.
Yeah. I've heard my
just
dad
the
use that
way it-
expression 1,000 times.
Way it just morphs into something that doesn't make sense. It makes sense to say somebody's red faced.
Yeah.
So mad they're red faced. He came in here all red faced, yelling, screaming. The Southern people got to take it to another dimension. Yeah, he come in. He wasn't just red faced. He was red assed, and then it goes from there. Got the red eye. He got the red ass with me. I'll tell you what. I come home late the other night, and my old lady got the red ass with me. Till I told her where I was. No, I got to get on home. I ain't chancing it again. Last time I was out with y'all, I got home late. My wife fell out with a case of the red ass that I ain't recovered from yet. She ain't let it go yet.
So stupid.
Yeah, so that's what these girls got. A case of the red ass.
For real.
Well, you'd be angry
So-
after that.
Yeah.
All right, look. How you gonna tell people why your daughter's on TV? Most of the time, if your kid's on TV, you tell people, "Hey, yeah, she's gonna be on TV tonight. Watch her. She's in the equestrian championship."
Go post that on your
Whatever.
Facebook page, everything.
It's like, No. She's on TV tonight because she's in that ass slapping championship.
Oh, well, she's the
She'd
best.
be in a thong with another woman on stage, taking turns hitting each other's asses as hard as they can.
It's on ESPN. Like all your buddies see it. Oh no!
You don't tell nobody, and they call you. I saw your daughter on TV. Damn it!
Is that Christine up there?
No, that wasn't her. You know they say everybody's got a doppelganger.
Getting her ass slapped. For like $1,000. No, she's sitting right here, right now.
Hell, she didn't even win.
$1,000 in a T-shirt.
I'd rather have my daughter mud wrestling or something, coleslaw wrestling, than just getting her ass slapped.
You think maybe there's a little bit more talent in that or something?
I don't know. I mean, they're both humiliating, I think.
It's a little
father.
more of a competition for the viewers to enjoy. At least it's a wrestling.
I don't want her in heels on stage just getting her ass slapped. Oh, gosh. I'm not ready for kids yet.
I mean, that's gotta be a nightmare.
It's like so much more talented.
She's been training.
Coleslaw wrestling.
She's been training for this her whole life.
Yeah.
She's been training her whole life. I could just, think about all the days of fishing and on the weekends I missed taking her to these tournaments.
Yeah.
Those ass-slapping tournaments that she was competing in. And all the money we spent on, lessons.
Travel ass slapping.
Now she's on TV. It's all worth it. It was all worth it. She made the big time.
I see a lot of those TikToks people post like, what do you get for $12,000 in 4 years of giving up all your weekends? And it's a picture of like their daughter playing in a softball tournament or something, like not a damn thing, but these softball games or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Oh,
yeah.
Traveling every weekend to the junior ass slapping championships.
Yeah, she played on a travel ass slapping team. She played travel slap her whole life.
She's a number 1 seed in the 125-pound class.
Yeah.
For the high school ass slapping team.
Yeah. But it has, her ass looks like Seal now. It's just all messed up.
Seal. They get cauliflower ear.
Oof. Golly. That can't be easy. That cannot be easy.
When's the last time somebody landed a really good, hard slap on your ass?
I don't. Good Lord, I don't know.
Because it hurts.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be when I was a kid.
When did you get your ass slapped that
No,
way?
I'm just saying, probably since I've been an adult, somebody just messing around.
Not Jody or
No.
I can't imagine.
What were you going for there with this?
that was the last time I probably got my ass hitting real hard. Is probably
maybe Jody's making the ass or what?
Walking by and hitting you too hard, maybe on accident.
Mm-mm. No, but yeah, I remember though that when the last time it happened, it was stinging.
Really?
Yeah, that's wearing shorts, and it was trying to remember. It was one of my friends, one of my guy friends, just messing around. Forgot who it was, but yeah, it hurts. So we need to get in on this competition.
Yeah, well, you could tell by the looks of their asses; they're bright red. You know it's hurting.
Oh yeah,
it's hurting bad.
I don't know. Get a paddle.
Oh God!
Had the Ace and TJ paddle off.
I don't want to do that.
Really, that sounds like it's something Ace would absolutely love to do.
No, that doesn't interest me in any way.
Yeah, I wouldn't. But I'm just saying it probably hurts a lot.
Hell yeah.
If 2 listeners want to come in and paddle off for a prize, I'm okay with that.
Too hot.
Paddle off for a prize. Paddle off.
We had those 2 guys come in and give themselves, do the purple nurple contest.
Yeah.
That was hard to watch.
Mm-hmm. It lasted a lot longer than we thought it would.
Way longer than we thought it would.
Huh. Yeah. We've matured beyond that now.
We just talk about it now.
Yeah.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little something extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast.